Welcome to The Lie That Tells the Truth by Jim Steinmeier. Now this is probably one of the best virtual card tricks out there. Now if you perform this trick in a live situation, you would perform it with your back totally turned to the spectator all the way through the performance. You wouldn't even see the cards, okay? And you wouldn't even touch the cards. You can also perform it out of a room where you don't see a thing, as long as you can hear the voice. The main thing is you need to hear the voice. And it's great for performing over social networking platforms like Zoom, WhatsApp and FaceTime, where the spectator uses their own deck of cards. And you'd never see the cards because they'd be doing all this procedure off the camera, okay? You only need to hear the voice. I don't want to make this perfectly clear. So in a live situation, spectator would bring their own deck of cards, okay? I'm going to be using these blank back cards just to prove to you I'm not using any marked cards whatsoever, okay? Because this effect is really strong effect. I'm also going to show you that the cards are nicely mixed up in no particular order, okay? Now the spectator would bring their own deck of cards and they'd give the cards a shuffling and they'd be doing all this. You'd have your back turned now, you wouldn't see none of this. Or if they was doing it on camera, they'd be doing all this off camera, you wouldn't see a thing. So they'd be shuffling the cards, so they're completely happy that the cards are mixed up. You might want to give the cards a few cuts and a bit more of the shuffling. So we know these cards are completely mixed up and you won't see none of this, like I say. Right. You say to them, I want you to look at that top card. Now I'd have my back turned, so I am going to turn my back and I'm going to show the card to make it all fair and above board. So I'm going to take the top card off the deck and I'm going to show it, yeah. And I want you to remember that card. I'm going to place it back on top of the deck. I'm going to turn back round now. Now you'd still have your back turned in a live situation, but I've got to perform the trick obviously. Now, so to the spectator, I'm going to ask you to deal cards onto the table in a specific way. I want you to deal cards to the name of a card, okay, like the Queen of Spades, Seven of Clubs or whatever. Now you can lie or tell the truth. Now this is your turn to lie if you want to, because the magician normally tells the lies. So it's up to you whether you want to lie or not. Okay, so if I'm thinking of the card, I'm going to tell a lie and I'm thinking of the card, say the Eight of Hearts. Now they don't have to tell you that, they can just think of the card Eight of Hearts. Now you'd ask them to deal cards down to the table to the value of that card they're thinking. They don't have to deal them out loud, they can deal it quietly to themselves or they can deal the name out. Okay, I'm going to deal the name out. So I'm going to deal out 8, so it's E, I, G, H, T, 8. You'd ask them the cards in their hand to drop them on top of the ones they've just dealt, like so. You'd ask them to spell off, because all cards have off, so they can't write out that. So they go O, F. Then you say drop the rest of the cards on top of that. Pick the deck back up. Turn the deck over and then spell the value, okay? So to spell odds, so to spell H, E, A, R, T, S. Then you ask them to drop the rest of the deck on top. Now you don't know what they've been spelling if they've done it quietly. Now you'd ask them to spell the colour. Now they can lie again, even though they've said odds, they could spell black if they wanted to. But for this demo we'll say red, okay, so they spell red. They go R, E, D for red, and they drop the rest of the cards on top. Now you say to them, I don't know where your card is in the deck. It could be near the top or near the bottom. Okay, I don't even know what your card is. And you still have your back turned and they'll still be doing this off camera. What I want you to do, you say to them, I want you to deal a few cards off the top of the deck, face up onto the table, naming the cards as you go. So they go like this: King of Clubs, Six of Clubs, Seven of Diamonds, Six of Diamonds, Jack of Diamonds, Four of Clubs. And you say to them, hang on a minute, I've got a feeling it's nowhere near the top. So I'll turn the deck over and deal some on the table from the bottom of the deck, naming them as you go along. So they go Queen of Hearts, 5 of Spades, Ace of Spades, 4 of Spades, Ace of Hearts, 9 of Diamonds, 9 of Clubs, 8 of Spades, 9 of Hearts, Jack of Clubs, 9 of Spades. Hang on a minute, stop there. I want you to take those cards and drop them on top of the deck. I'm going to take those cards and drop them on top of the deck. Now you say, I've got a feeling about this card. And at this point they'll probably say to you, that's not my card. And you'd say to them, I didn't say it was your card. We're going to use this card as an indicator card. And we're going to use the value to count down that amount of cards onto the table. And the value is 9. I want you to deal down 9 cards in the deck onto the table. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now what you landed on, let's say the Ace of Spades, and you say, I've got a feeling that was your freely selected card, the Ace of Spades. I hope you really enjoyed this because it's a fantastic card trick by Jim Steinmeyer.